and here is very, now the candle is very close to the buyers, and here is still far from the sellers. So buyers will try to fill this gap here. That's why I place call option. Hello traders, in this video I'm going to show you how to trade with candlestick wicks. So let's start. This is Euro USD. The trend is downtrend. The major trend is downtrend. The minor trend is downtrend. Look at this rejection. The sellers are there. The sellers are this area. So let's see for the buyers. We know this area as buyers area. I can see some rejection here from buyers. That means the buyers are present. That means the buyers are present, and it's at the buyers area. I'm going to place call option. I place call option here because it's at the buyers area. The price now is at the buyers area. You can see the buyers entry from this level while the sellers are here. Now the price now is at the buyers area. You can see here there's a gap to this level, still far from the sellers, while this one is very close to the buyers. Now buyers will enter on the next candle. That's why I place call option. Here buyers entered here, and here sellers entered. Sellers entered from this level. You can see this rejection, and on the left side it is a level. So right now I'm going to place a call option. I place call option here because it's still far from the seller's entry. From the seller's entry here, there's a gap to this level and it's still far. So buyers again will fill this gap. You can see here it's very close to the buyer's entry. So at this time it will not go down. Buyers, why? It is very far from this level, so buyers again will fill this gap. That's why I place call option. Again, sellers entered here and buyers entered here. And sellers entered here. We know this is a level. This is a level. Okay, you can see it's very far from buyers. And here sellers again change their entry to this level, and this is level 2. It's very far from buyers. That means the sellers will enter. I place put option here because if you look at it here, it's very close from buyers entry here, while here it is very far from buyers, and the trend too is downtrend. So the next candle here will be bearish, and this is a level. There's a level here where this candle close, so sellers will still enter on the next candle. That's why I place put option. The sellers change their entry to this level, and here the buyers change their entry to this level. Sellers are here, buyers are here. Okay, and this is a level. Is very close to the buyers, to the sellers, and is very far to the buyers. Okay, right here now I'm going to place put option. I place put option here because the trend is downtrend. I'm following the trend, the major trend, and here is very close to this level. Why is still far from this level? And this is bearish candle, and there's a gap to this level. So this level now is a resistance level on the left side. So that means the sellers again will still fill this gap. That's why I place put option. Again, they change their entry to this level, while buyers change their entry to this level. So they'll be rejected from this level and close as bearish. Okay. Okay, buyers enter. Okay, this is a losing trade for me. So right now I will place the trade again. I'll place 2 more trades because I can see a quick bias. So I think because of that quick bias, that's why I lost the trade. This is bias area here and it's very close to the bias. I'm going to place call option. I place call option here. I place call option because this is bias area on the left side, and buyers entered here, sellers entered here, and there's a gap to the buyers entry here. So there's a very close to the buyers while it's still far from the sellers. So buyers will enter from this level, and this is uptrend. Okay, so it will close as bullish candle. Let me place 1 more trade. Now the sellers entered here while the buyers entered here, and we know this is buyers area. There's no buyers. I'm going to place put option. I place put option here because there's no sign of buyers here, though then the sellers will enter on the next candle here. I place put option here because the sellers are here, the buyers are here. After this candle, buyers should enter, but there's no sign of buyers, so sellers will enter again, and the major trend is downtrend. That's why I place put option. Okay, so I will stop from here. Okay, let me explain the trade. I place call option here because this is a level. This is a level, and we can see that buyers entered from here. So this is buyers area. Now the candle is very far from the buyers, and here is now the candle is very close to the buyers, and here is still far from the sellers. So buyers will try to fill this gap here. That's why I place call option. And here I place call option here because buyers are now here. Buyers are here. Sellers are here. It's very close to the buyers area, and it's still far from the sellers area. So buyers again will fill this gap and this gap. That's why I place call option. And here I place put option because the sellers are here, the buyers are here, the sellers are here, the buyers are here, and again it's very far from the buyers entry point here, and it's very close to the sellers entry point. So the next candle here will be bearish in the direction of the trend. That's why I place put option here. And this one, it gave me a loss in trade because of fast momentum, quick buyers entry. So it happened like that most of the time. So it should have closed as bearish candle, but because of the pressure from buyers to form bullish candle here, it closed as bullish candle. If not for the pressure of buyers or fast momentum, it will close as bearish, but because of strong buyers, it closed as bullish. Now buyers, I lost the trade because of fast momentum, and here I place call option. I place call option here because the sellers are here and the buyers are here, and on the left side you can see some buyers entry here. Buyers entered, some buyers entry, but not that strong. That's why it closed here as doji candlestick. The sellers are here, the buyers are here. It's very close to the buyers area, while it's still far from the sellers area, and the trend is uptrend. So buyers again will fill the gap. That's why I place call option. And here I place put option because this candle, there's no sign of sellers, and we know that this is sellers entry here, while this is buyers entry here. Indecision candle between buyers and sellers. There's no sign of buyers to form bullish candle. So sellers again will enter on the next candle in the direction of this trend. Okay, so like this you can place your trade in the direction of the trend. I place total 6 trade. One is OTM because of my mistake and or because of market. Okay, so it's happened like that. Okay, this is how you can place your trade with candlestick rejection by observing the market. You don't trade only on candlestick rejection. Observe the levels too. The levels too are very much important while you are taking trade on candlestick rejection. And again, observe the motion, the rejection when it is formed. Okay.